Hey peeps, this is Future Cosmic. I'm currently editing the videos, and I realized that I didn't have my microphone set to record at all. So we've got about like an episode and a half worth of footage with no microphone, so I'm going to be doing a talkie episode over top of this footage. I really apologize for that. This is not how I wanted to start the series, but I'm going to do my best to make it kind of mesh. The audio is not going to really sync up with the video because I'm just going to be talking over the video, so it'll be like a really slow time lapse. But you know, I've 2 episodes worth of content. I can't really undo that and redo it, and you know, I can't, my reactions, like, if I've already seen something, I can't, like, oh, wow, because it would just sound fake, so I'm not gonna, like, bother you guys with that. I am going to do my best to kind of talk about what this series is gonna be, how it's gonna be, what we're gonna get out of it. So I apologize for the screw up. That was entirely my fault. There was even one point between episodes I looked at it and I noticed the little microphone checkbox was not on, and I didn't think to turn it on, so I just kept recording. So yeah, I was being kind of stupid. So I'm sorry about that, and I hope you guys enjoy. Despite the mess-ups, I promise from now on I'm going to make sure that it's ticked to make sure that it records my microphone. So I'm sorry about that. Let's jump into things. As you can see here, I started by marking my spawn point. That's always a good thing to do. That's my one bit of advice that I'm going to leave in the video. But yeah, always mark your spawn point. When you spawn into the world, dig a hole, like either right where you spawned at or like right in front of you, basically. Anyway, basically what this world is going to be is it's going to be a survival series, kind of like Building with BOO, Building with Whip by FWhip, or FWhip. I believe, I personally pronounce it as FWhip, but I know in his series he says Building with Whip. He doesn't say the F. Building with B-dubs, Building with Whip. Maybe something akin to the Minecraft Survival Guide by Pixel Riffs, something similar to the Minecraft Guide by Waddles. It's not going to strictly be a guide series. I've tried that. This is my 3rd or 4th attempt at recording a series in the past 3 weeks, because I'm really anxious for 1.16 to come out. And it's taking its sweet time, and I got impatient, so I said, we're going to make a 1.15 world, dang it. We'll just upgrade, because I haven't really played with 1.15. Symmetria updated, but then the whole outbreak happened, and, you know, I've been busy with work for God knows how long, because I have 3 jobs, and my workload only increased because of the virus, because I work at retail stores. But yeah, sorry, my voice isn't, it's a little chilly in my room. Surprisingly, it's hot as balls in the southern US, but today it's raining, so it's a little bit chilly inside. What was I saying? I apologize, there's a very high potential that I have adult ADHD, so squirrel brain is going to kick in very frequently. Very frequently. But yeah, it's not going to strictly be a survival guide series, per se. I mean, I will, it's going to be kind of like Waddle's Minecraft Guide Season 2. He assumes that you've got some basic understanding of the game. He's not going to, like, for instance, right now I'm building a sword and a wooden pickaxe. I'm not going to explain, okay, you do 3 wood and 2 sticks and you get a pickaxe. That's basic Minecraft stuff. If you're very new to the game, I recommend checking out Pixel Riff's Minecraft Survival Guide. That's a very good beginner resource. This series is going to be kind of a build along with Cosmic, with a little bit of a tutorial add-in to it at points. But I'm not going to be like walking you through the very, very basics per se, because frankly, I'm not very good at that. Not very good at explaining the basics. I can explain, like, if I'm building a redstone circuit, I can explain, well, you do this, this is why you do it, etc. But like, oh yeah, 2 sticks and 3 wood, you get a pickaxe, you get a bed by 3 planks and wool. You know, that's not gonna be kind of what this is about. We are gonna have data packs. I'm gonna get that out there right now. If you consider data packs cheaty, I apologize. I'm playing this game for my own benefit. I'm playing it to have fun. I'm not going to be using any extreme data packs. You know, I'm not adding in a mob, or, you know, if I kill a chicken, it's not going to drop another star, or anything stupid like that. That would be a pretty cool data pack, though. I gotta admit, that'd be cool. But we're gonna be using the same data packs they use on Hermitcraft. So the Wandering Trader will have micro blocks as a potential transaction. We can make some custom villagers that will sell like flower pots, not flower pots, but micro blocks, specific micro blocks like they have in Hermitcraft season. I believe it was season 6 when they had the Statue of Hermity and then the villagers underneath the Statue of Hermity that sold specific micro blocks. We're gonna have that. We're gonna the gem traders. That's what they were, gem traders. I believe that I have the gem data pack. I downloaded a zip file from Vanilla Tweaks, which is Exuma's data pack website. If you want to download data packs, I recommend you go check that out. We're going to be using the no Enderman griefing, so Enderman won't be able to pick up blocks. They're going to permanently have, I believe it's an air block, permanently in their hands, so that they can't grief our builds. We're going to have a few data packs that we use on Symmetria, the Better Crafting data packs, I believe it's called. It's going to add, like the stair recipe, you use 6 of whatever material you're making it with. Like if I used cobblestone stairs, I'd use 6 cobblestone and I'll get 4 stairs back. With the Better Crafting, I believe you get 6 stairs back, 1 per each block, because with the stonecutter tool that they released in 1.14, you can just make 6 stairs. It just takes a little bit more time to do, and you need a specific block to do it with. So I believe that's one of the data packs. The Shulker Mite data pack we're going to be using, you can make shulkers from purpur blocks, and endermites will bury into the will burrow, I can't speak. They'll burrow into the purpur blocks and they will convert into shulkers, which will be useful. The dragon will drop elytra. It will also drop a head and an egg, I believe, every time that we kill the dragon. Simple things like that. It's nothing extremely major, like re-dyeing glass, if I have, or just re-dyeing in general. If I have like 6 red glass and I have 2 purple glass and I want to make some yellow glass or something like that, I can put all the different colored glass together with a dye and re-dye it that color, which is going to save on materials. And it's just quality of life things like that. We're not going to be cheating in diamonds or anything stupid with the loot tables. It's basically just vanilla with a little bit of quality of life add-ons. So that's going to be a thing. We do have cheats enabled because I don't have a second account, and the replay mod is not yet out for 1.16, so when we do update, I'm not going to be able to do time lapses until that is released. well, I'm not going to be able to do third-person time lapses, I should say. I can do first-person. So we're going to be able to go into like spectator mode so that I can fly around builds and show you guys stuff. We're going to be able to, I know at one point between the episodes I found a spawner and a creeper. For some reason, like normally when a skeleton shoots a creeper, the creeper does not aggro on the skeleton, as far as I know. But the creeper aggroed on the skeleton, ran over to the skeleton, and exploded. Which I've never seen happen. It didn't explode because of me, it exploded because of the skeleton. And it blew up the spawner. So I had to spawn in a new spawner, and then replace the spawner that had broken because, you know, it shouldn't have happened in the first place, and that was the only spawner of its kind that I had. You'll find out more about that, I believe, in episode 2. But yeah, it's, you know, if you think it's cheating, then I apologize. This is really just for my own benefit. I'm doing this to have fun. And, I mean, I can't do it on a server, so that's probably why people are mad. They're like, oh, you're teaching us things, and we can't do it on servers. Well, I can't help you there. I'm sorry. But, you know, if you're doing it in your own private world, you can do it. If you consider it cheating, then don't do it. Simple as that. Don't get mad at me for having my own game set up the way I want it to be set up. I'm not going to be cheating in diamonds. I'm not going to be cheating in like nether stars for beacons or anything like that. That takes the fun out of it. I might go into like spectator mode, like I already mentioned, just to do a fly around so that you can get cool views of the builds that we end up doing. You know, the custom villagers I talked about earlier, the gym traders and such, you have to spawn those in with commands, so I need a command block to do that. And, you know, Patreon rewards are tied into this as well. I believe I'm still setting up my Patreon rewards, but I believe one of the rewards is going to be you can get your head put into the trading table for the villager, custom villager. That way, I can use your player head to like put it on a villager. You can have your own custom villager in one of the villages that we end up building. You know, like if I don't know, come up with a random name. If Tom donates like $10 or something, he's like, hey man, here's my Minecraft name. I'd really like to be a weaponsmith. Oh yeah, I also first death of the series, first episode, I died to lava, which I've not done in a long time. But yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, like if Tom is like, hey man, I really want to be like a weaponsmith in your starter village, and he donates $10, I can go to the gym trader and be like, hey man, give me Tom's head, and I can take Tom's head and put it on a villager, and then he can be Tom the villager, and I think that's a cool patron perk. You know, stuff like that you need cheats for. You need commands for, I should say, because cheats make it sound cheaty. It's commands. It's built into the game for a reason. And we're here to have fun. We're here to have a good time. If you don't want to do it in your own world, don't do it in your own world. If you're on a server, I can't really help you. Amazingly, one note I want to say about this lava. The only thing that I lost was coal. Everything else I kept. I just lost coal to lava, which was astounding. But going back to my little explanation about the series, we're going to be doing, we have commands enabled, we have the data packs that we're going to be coming in with. Part of the commands and data packs thing will be to explain how to use commands. If speaking about servers, if you are on a server, and I know you can't see my hand motions, I'm using my hands to speak. If you are on a server, if you're like an administrator or if you're a moderator and you have the ability to use commands, sometimes you need to know how to use commands. You know, if you're setting up your own world, like eventually I might have a cosmic patron server if I ever get that far. But I'm gonna have to be able to use commands to do stuff like, oh, teleport me to such and such, so I can see what this issue that they're having is, or if I need to put a player in timeout, I can kick them from the world or something like that. You know, standard moderating things. But yeah, that's about all that's all I have to say about that, really. Oh yeah, we find our first little friend is a snotty panda, which is really cool because we get slime balls early on when it sneezes. It's a sickly panda, I believe it's properly called. But shoot, I lost my train of thought again. But yeah, so you know, I'm not going to be like cheating in diamonds and stuff. There's really no point in that. I'm not going to be, when 1.16 comes out, I'm not going to be cheating in netherite. If I do want to do something like that, I will ask you guys your opinions first. You know, like in Building with BOO, season 2, I believe, he builds custom trees, and he's like, you know, I could do these custom trees by hand, but it takes hours to do one tree, whereas I could build a bunch of them and then just use structure blocks to build them in the forest, because he made a giant forest, custom forest, and he uses the structure blocks to build the trees to save time. That would be the only sort of thing that we would do with that thing. Basically, I can't speak. Like, if that comes to be a thing, I would ask you guys your opinions on it. Ultimately, it would just be like time saving. It wouldn't be, hey, I'm gonna go into creative mode and I'm gonna build all this stuff because it saves me materials. It would be, hey, I'm gonna build this in a creative test world, copy it with a structure block, and then do you guys feel like that's okay to use a structure block to build it in our world, to make our world more immersive, to save me time, because it takes a few hours to record one video and edit it, which means if I save time, I can record more, which means more content for you guys, which is a win-win situation. At least as far as I'm concerned, it's a win-win situation, because you get more content, which means more stuff being done, you get to watch more episodes, and it takes me less time to do them, which is a win for me. So that's how we're going to handle that. As far as Patreon goes, proceeds from Patreon, I don't expect that to be really big off the bat. I don't really expect it to be big at all, period, really, because I'm not that popular on YouTube. That could change, who knows. Who knows. But we're going to kind of like feel our way through this. I've done Terraformacraft, a series on that before, and those of you that have seen it or can find it, if I've moved it, I'm not sure if I'm going to move it or not, but it's pretty rough. So we're getting our, I forget what the term is. It's like when a baby bird learns how to fly, he has to like get his wings or whatever. We're kind of getting our wings. We're learning how to fly. And it's a little rocky at first, of course. It's always rocky. I remember the very beginning of Building with BOO. B-dubs was very monotone and very, frankly, he was kind of awkward about it, like I am. And look at him now. B-dubs is one of the most charismatic YouTubers that there is. So, you know, a rocky start doesn't always mean a bad future, basically. But going back to the whole Patreon talk, I do need a new laptop. My laptop is about 5 or 6 years old. It's not built for gaming at all. I would like to get a new like a gaming specific laptop for recording. I would like to hear recommendations. If you guys want to help me build a PC, that would be kind of cool. Like a desktop PC or a gaming laptop would be even better because a laptop is mobile. But I would like to get like a desktop PC at one point. But that's pretty much what Patreon would go to. Like a new microphone. I know the recording quality is not that great. You can kind of hear my fan in the background. You can hear me click the keyboard. You can hear me click the mouse. You can hear my computer speakers. You probably hear Minecraft music right now as I'm talking. But yeah, stuff like that. It would be going back into the channel. But yeah. And I'm... it's kind of funny because I spent like in previous attempts I've spent a whole hour talking about what we plan to do and what I'm going to do and all this stuff, and here I've condensed it down to less than 20 minutes, and I actually don't know what I want to talk about now. So well, maybe not less than 20 minutes, but close to 20 minutes. And yeah, pretty close, like 21 minutes. But yeah, I think that kind of gives a nice feel for what's going to be to come. Once a week, maybe, well, at least once a week. Maybe more than once a week, but I think we're going to have a time lapse at least once a week. I'm not sure about the uploading schedule, but we'll probably have 1 or 2 videos a week. But at least one of those videos is going to have what I would like to call the YouTube, or not necessarily YouTube, but the content creator spotlight. And what the spotlight is that it will be it'll be me showcasing like people that I watch, you know, giving you guys recommendations. Hey, you're here watching my videos, let me give a shout out to this other person that I personally watch. And you know, it won't be like some people. I'm not going to be getting anything out of it, basically. It's not a paid ad, like, I'm not over here like, oh, the Raid Shadow Legends, blah, 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 like a lot of people are these days, because apparently that's the biggest advertising, paid sponsorship at the moment. But I'm not getting paid to do this. I'm not getting, most of these people don't even know that it's happening until after I release the video. But yeah, it'll just be like, if I wouldn't personally watch it, I probably won't endorse them. Like, no offense. But definitely do leave your suggestions in the comments, because I want to see what you guys are into. But I also want to, like, I don't know everybody on YouTube. And if you guys have a friend or something, or even yourself, and you're like, hey, Cosmic, I make content. Here's my channel. And I go check out your channel, and I'm like, wow, this is really cool. I'll probably put you in the content creator spotlight. Be like, hey, we have one of our own here, one of the Cosmic family, and I'm actually working on that name, because as you'll eventually, I'm gonna have like the channel art updated and stuff, and it's gonna have my Sona Mia, and Mia is a cat, so I'm thinking like the Cosmic Cats, or we could stick with the whole space theme, and you could be like the Cosmonauts. Like Cosminauts, not cosmonauts like the Russian astronauts, but the Cosmonauts, or the Cosmic Cats, something like that. Yeah, definitely leave some thought on that in the comments. I want to see what y'all's opinion on that is, because if we do go with like the Cosmic Cats, you guys could be the Hip Cats, and we could take a nice little swing back to like a poetry slam or something. Like, oh, you hip cats. I have no idea what I'm talking about at this moment. But yeah, it's pretty much like, I'm not going to be sitting here endorsing something that I personally wouldn't want to watch or want to play. So, like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, I really don't like this YouTuber. The way they do things, I'm not really a fan of their content, but here we are on the content spotlight, blah 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 blah. It's gonna be like this week is Vloop and Whip that I mentioned earlier. And you know, like Vloop is like one of my newer friends, and he does content, and he's a small channel like I am. He's bigger than I am, but he's still a pretty small channel. And you know, I'm gonna like, here's Vloop, here's what he does, here's why I like him, here's why I recommend watching his channel. The same with Whip. Be like, here's Whip, this is what Whip does, he's got, like, he's a really funny, he's blah blah blah, this is why you should go watch. That sort of thing. It's not gonna be advertising for people. And like I said, they don't really know about this until after I release the video, so it's not like they're paying me or endorsing me to do this for them. And you know, I don't have paid sponsorships anyway because I'm such a small channel. I'm not going to have paid sponsorships for quite a while, if ever. But it's just a nice little shout out to other creators in the community because they have cool stuff and they may not be on your radar. They may not be very big, you know, like my friend Emmy. Excuse me, I had to burp. Like my friend Emmy is a Twitch streamer. And you know, she used to have a YouTube channel, but stuff happened. She closed it down for the time being. It's undergoing like a rebrand, basically. But she does Twitch, so it's not strictly YouTube either. I could just be like, hey, here's this Twitch streamer. Go check them out, because they have cool content. And it may be somebody you already know about, like one of the hermits on Hermitcraft. I may say, here's Exumavoid. This is what he does. He's really cool. Blah, blah, blah. Go give him a check. Go check him out. Go give him a watch. That's what I was trying to say. Go give him a watch. Or like, maybe somebody that I'm a patron of myself, like False Symmetry, or Pixel Riffs, or Gemini Tay, who does World Edit and Voxel Sniper building videos. Gemini Tay is amazing. She's an amazing builder. I do recommend all of the above mentioned people, actually, but you know, they might have their own spotlight later on in the series. So it's not strictly like YouTube. It can also be Twitch. If you're a Twitch streamer and I can go and check out your content and be like, this guy or girl is cool, like, yeah, I'm gonna sponsor them on, well, not sponsor, I'm gonna like give them a shout out on the series. That could happen too. That's why it's the content creator spotlight, not just the YouTube content creator spotlight. It'll probably just be like Minecraft related, but it may be other things, perhaps. Who knows? I'm into a variety of games. You guys are probably into a variety of games. But yeah, we're kind of wrapping up around the end of the episode here. I'm gonna cut it a little early. The footage, I mean. I'm gonna cut the footage a little bit. But yeah, again, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about that. Not recording the microphone, it kind of takes away from the whole experience, but it gives me a full episode to speak my mind and kind of clarify what the series is and how it's going to go down. And I think that was, in the end, that was a good thing, because I had forgotten to do that ahead of time. So yeah. But I look forward to seeing you all back here in the future. I apologize if you hear the cat in the background. Our cats, upstairs cats, currently have fleas because it's summer. Well, it's late spring, almost summer in southern U.S. And the fleas are out, and somehow they've managed to get inside. They probably came in off the dog or something, and their cats now have fleas, and they are banned from my room because every time I walk outside, I get fleas on my legs, and I have to kill them and like spray myself down every time I come into my own room. So the cats are banned from my room at the moment, and they really want to get in my room, as cats are wont to do. You tell them they can't do something and they want to do it. But you may hear, I believe that's Gizmo in the background is crying because he wants in my room, or it could be Smokey, I don't know. was I saying? Squirrel brain is kicking in again. What was I saying? But yeah, basically overall, I think it was probably a good thing that it happened, because now I get to sit down and explain myself and explain the series that we're going to be building. And frankly, the audio that I recorded for this video in the first place wasn't that riveting, so it's probably a good thing that it didn't record. But yeah, I hope to see you guys in the future. If you really like the video, if you really want to see more in the future, if you think it's going to be good, drop a like, drop a subscription, click the little bell notification so that you're notified when I upload. I'll see you guys in the future. Thanks for dropping by. This has been Cosmic. I'll see you next time.